two hearts running wild.
And this is our Canadian family life.
That's right, you guessed correctly. It's time for the husband versus wife cooking challenge. If you're new here, you'll learn very quickly that hubby and I like to do these cook-off challenges with a twist. I cook indoors and he cooks outdoors. That's right, we do an indoors versus outdoors challenge. And man, have we had a blast the last 2 rounds. So, as you guys can see, for my round, I'm chopping potatoes and carrots. Now, by the time you guys see this, it'll be Canadian Thanksgiving. So what better time to do an awesome holiday meal than Thanksgiving? So that's what I decided to do. I'm just chopping my carrots and my potatoes to line the bottom of my roasting pan. Do you have any fun traditions you do at Thanksgiving or around the holiday season? Any fun recipes? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Okay, give me a moment. This knife is just not cutting it. There we are. Much better. Okay, this is taking too long. Activate coffee power. Okay, cutting board's getting full. Time to put it in the pot. Once again, activate coffee power and Bella help. As you can see, it's already starting to look really good on the bottom. So once I line the bottom with all of these vegetables, I will put the turkey breast on top of it. I've never cooked one this way before, so let's see how it turns out. And you guessed it, activate more coffee power, because otherwise this is going to take forever. Do you still cut all your vegetables by hand, or do you use fancy machines like the choppers and the mandolins? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Yep, it turns out I had extra potatoes. Who knew? Just gonna put those off to the side, pull over this, and now it's time for us to rearrange so we can get the turkey in there. Now you have to make sure that your turkey will fit with the lid closed. Oops, one moment. I forgot what I need to make my rub. So I had to grab a bowl to be able to mix my rub in. And as you can see, I've got all of my spices sitting there in front of me. I also need a spoon to stir. So I'm going to start off with some garlic powder. I love my spices, so this is actually a first for me. There's a couple things here that I've never really used before to make a rub, and we're going to see how it turns out. But first we start with the garlic powder, then we add the onion powder. I almost forgot to show you guys the onion powder. Next is the sweet paprika. I would prefer to have the smoked paprika, but we don't have any in the house right now, so this is a great second best. And then this one is just some dried herbs that we had done, just a normal herb blend for us. I can't even remember exactly what was in it. I think it was like oregano and basil and stuff like that. So I just sprinkled a little bit in there for a little bit more flavor. And then I use sesame seed oil to combine it all together for the rub portion of it. Now, I did realize in the end I probably could have used a little bit more of the sesame oil and the secret ingredient, which you'll see here in just a moment, which was some soy sauce. That's right, I added a little bit of soy sauce. I had a little bit of an Asian-inspired rub for our turkey. But I could have used probably a little bit more because it came out really pasty. It was more like a paste than it was a rub, so, or a basting or whatever. So it could have probably used a little bit more of the different liquids. But you live and learn, right? Once again, one moment, I need to grab my turkey breast. Look, there it is, everyone.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
and join the family.
All right, now that we've got old Tom Turkey Breast out of his little blue jacket, it's time to get him rubbed and ready to go in the oven. So I was just trying to figure out how to do this. Like I said, it was kind of more of a paste and such than it was anything really workable. So I just got in there with my fingers and tried my best. And yeah, it didn't stick the greatest. But like I said, I never claimed to be perfect. And you live and learn. So I did the best I could. And then I decided, okay, we're going to put that side down on the potatoes and the carrots. And then I realized, wait a second, it's not going to fit with the lid. So I had to grab my spoon after I'm done here with the rub and move it around so that when the lid did go on, the rub wouldn't be on the top of the lid and burn. I know. I should have thought of that sooner rather than later, but I didn't. So I'm just fixing it now to make sure that we don't have any burning issues. The funny thing is in the background, Bella is kind of laughing at me because I looked silly doing this apparently. So now we're going to take the extra potatoes and put it around just to kind of top it up because we do have a family of 4 and I don't think I put enough potatoes in it. See, there's our Bella Boo. She was here too. So now I'm going to add the water to it because, well, you need something for the potatoes to cook it. The potatoes and carrots to cook in. I almost forgot there was carrots in there too. But yeah, so I just added enough water until it was pretty much covering the potatoes and the carrots so that we had no issues with, again, burning and everything. I also forgot that the turkey releases water, so that was interesting too. But now it's time to add the lid. Put it into a preheated oven of 350 for about 3.5 hours. Be back soon. Wow, did that 3.5 hours ever fly by? Welcome back. Doesn't Tom look great? I know, Tiffy. You've named your tomato plant in the past Tom too. It's just such a versatile name. But there you guys go. You can see that the rub sort of kind of stuck, but it also kind of melted off too. So it was kind of a half win-win. Now it's time for me to dig out all these yummy vegetables and put them in the bowl. And yes, you see that right. I don't separate them. Potatoes and carrots cook together. Potatoes and carrots go in the same bowl together. In the end, it all goes in the same spot, right? Now, once I had all the vegetables out, I did make a gravy. I used a slurry of cornstarch and hot water to make my gravy once I got the drippings up to a boil. Only problem I had was I didn't realize just how dumping all of that would make it so thick. So I actually had to add some water to thin it out because it thickened way too quickly. This is my kitchen, everyone. I have those oops moments a lot, don't I? Have you ever had an oops moment when it comes to gravies? Leave a comment down below and let me know. My biggest one was one Christmas when I was a teenager. I gave my parents baking soda instead of the cornstarch box by accident, and we made turkey toothpaste. Man, was that ever a foamy gravy that year. But we were able to rally together and get as many drippings as we could, and it was one of the best gravies we ever made. And yes, for friends of mine who may be watching, you may have started the bacon toothpaste challenge, Jesse and Lisa, but back when I was a teenager, I did turkey toothpaste. Now, it took more water than I'm willing to admit to finally get it to a consistency that wasn't so bad. But it did turn out great in the end and very flavorful. Okay, now it's time to free Tom from his little netted enclosure. Yeah, that's right. They had him all tied up in some cooking twine, so I had to cut that off before I could do anything else. And man, it was a pain in the butt to try and get off. But look at that, everyone. I managed to get it off. And doesn't that look yummy? I mean, just, oh my goodness. And it smelled delicious. So, now it's time to sharpen up my knife and get my carving started. So, let's dig in and kick in more coffee power. Man, what would I do without coffee, right? Alright, so now that that's all carved up and ready to go, it's time for me to start plating it up. Oh look, there's our plates now. So as you can see, I started off putting the turkey on the plate first. And to be honest, this is once again taking way too long. So we're going to activate the coffee power and we're going to be back with you guys as soon as I have it finished on the plate. Alright, so that was fun. Now doesn't that look yummy, everyone? I know, the lighting just doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. Once the gravy was on, it all looked the same. But man, did it smell amazing.
Alright, so what did you guys think? Didn't that look great? Trust me, I have my plate here and we're going to taste test it with you all. So this time I remembered. Ha ha ha. I remembered to do the taste test. So I'm going to get a piece of the turkey. You see with the gravy on it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I'm going to try some of the potatoes. Very flavorful. Awesome. And then of course, carrot. Even the carrot absorbed the rub once it melted off. But yeah, even the carrot took in the spices, so that's awesome. Definitely turned out great. Now, you're probably wondering, Tiff, you did a Thanksgiving meal. Where's your stuffing? Well, for one, I used a Butterball turkey breast thingy. Can't really stuff it. And two, our family really isn't very big on stuffing. And thrice, we're going to be having another Thanksgiving dinner in the next couple of days, and I know there will be stuffing there, so I didn't want to overstuff us and everything. So I didn't do the stuffing, but it's still an amazing Thanksgiving meal, and it's so yummy, and I can't wait to dive into it. So we hope you all enjoyed this cooking part of the cooking challenge. Now keep your eyes out for Chris's video. It will be coming out on Wednesday. And as per normal, we will have a poll up after his video asking you who did it better, which one you like better, all that lovely jazz and such. If you're new here, that's the deal. If you're returning, well, you know the deal. So we'll send you over there and we will have you choose which meal you preferred better, who did it better, which recipe was better. So we hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, think about hitting that like button. It really does help and stick it to the algorithm and get us out there to more of you and help us grow our family. Also, hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any future content. We have a lot more cooking challenges coming up, family togetherness, and of course, the holidays are coming up. Keep your eyes open for our members, for our Halloween emojis will be coming out, so will our Christmas ones, and of course, Vlogmas. And if you haven't yet and you are new here and you liked what you saw and you've checked out the channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button and come join our family. We welcome everybody with open arms and open hearts. But that being said, I'm going to dive into my delicious meal. So I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Check out this video right here. YouTube really thinks you would like this one. And thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.